Hello there. Hi, I am on Instagram and on Facebook, so I'll be back and forth with both screens. And so welcome. We're going to be talking about this 7-day detox. Today is our prep day. I am Stacy Paulson and I am a certified health coach. I'm also a Blue Diamond wellness advocate with doterra, so I have a lot of training and education in essential oils and natural living, as well as a mom of 6 kids. So we are doing this guided 7-day detox. It's actually 6 because today is the prep day. And if you're in the Facebook group, if you check out the post, there is the ebook, which you can download, and it goes through the entire protocol. But we're going to be talking about that. So if there's any questions or comments, hi Rebecca, as you're joining in, or if you watch the recording, you can go ahead and post those and I'll answer those questions, because some of the things that we're going to be doing are different than a lot of the literature that's out there and some of the things that we're kind of told about detox. So let's get started with if you have the ebook, you can pull it up and just kind of join along. We'll go through, and like I said, those who are on the Facebook group can go ahead and ask their questions. Hey Nancy. So what we are doing and why we're doing this, and one of the biggest reasons is to give our livers a break. Now, if you think about all the organs in our body, all of them have pain receptors. They have something that gives us a sense of they're there. Our brain, our lungs, we see that moving in and out. We get these headaches. Our kidneys, people get kidney stones. Our skin, you feel it. You might get a rash. But there's things that help us to know that they're there and that there might be a problem or concern. Our livers aren't like that. Our livers don't have any pain receptors. They just function, and if things start going wrong, oftentimes how we know that is because other parts of our body start having issues. Because our livers really are there and create balance among all the other organs within our body. And so oftentimes it's one of the last things that we even recognize that there might be a problem. So this detox is going to be loving on our liver as well as other parts of our body. And some of the things that it can address are skin issues, because that can be a side effect of liver toxins or an overused, not nurtured liver. Any kind of skin issues, eczema, psoriasis. Also, our livers are what protect our pancreas, and that produces our insulin. So if you struggle with blood sugar or anything like that, diabetes, also it has its own built-in immune system. So if you struggle with illness, strep, also acne is another one on the skin issue, gout, if you have digestive issues, bloating, gallstones, adrenal stress, fatigue, if you have weight issues, autoimmune diseases, mood issues, thyroid issues, a lot of these things can be benefited by taking care of our liver in a better way. So this detox will focus on some things that you may not know or have tried that will really help with all aspects of your health and give your liver a good detox and a break. So with that, the protocol, if you're in the ebook, I have basically three levels, because I want people coming in at a place where they feel it's doable. And so everyone's at a different place as far as nutrition, what their life looks like. And so I want to make sure that they're at the base level, you're going to see results, but it's going to be simple enough that really anyone can do. So that first one is for every day, starting tomorrow for 6 days, you'll be doing this. One is having lemon water when you wake up in the morning. And when I say lemon, for those who are essential oil users, we usually think of lemon water as lemon oil in my water. So for those who don't have oils and those who do have oils, this is actually squeezing a lemon. If it's one small lemon or it's a half of a large lemon, because they come in different sizes. You'll want to do that in 16 ounces of water every morning for the next 6 days. And there's just so many great benefits to detox your liver, your kidney, and other parts of your body with that lemon juice. So you're going to be doing that. If you have oils, you're going to up level that by putting a couple of drops of lemon oil in your water, which is great detox and has some different chemical constituents because that oil comes from the rind. The second thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be having at least 2 apples a day. Now, there's this fear of sugar out there, and our liver actually needs glucose. It needs glucose to function. And oftentimes why it doesn't get the glucose that it needs because we combine it with fat. And so if we are eating fat, anytime we eat it, whether that's healthy fats, according to science, healthy versus the bad fats, our liver still has to process that. And so as it's processing fat, it's not storing glucose or taking in that glucose and converting it to glycogen, which is that stored up energy that we need, because unless we're constantly eating, we're consuming a lot of energy. And so our liver save us so many times because it's stored up glycogen, and then it will convert that to the energy that we need. But if we are eating fat, then it's producing bile that is processing that fat, and it's not doing this other job. And so the thing that we want you to realize is that apples are a great natural source of glucose. And so eating at least 2 apples a day, or there's an applesauce recipe where you blend that up in a food processor with celery and some dates to make it sweet. It tastes delicious. And so that's the other thing that we're going to have you do. The third thing is that in the evening that you'll also have that lemon water again. So squeezing your lemon in. If you have oils, putting a couple drops of lemon in your water. So those are the 3 things every single day that you'll be doing. And you'll want to not have those apples with fat, and you want to make sure, depending on what type of fat that you have, that you're giving your body enough time to process those fats. It takes, look this up, and so it takes, if you're eating pork, it takes between 12 and 16 hours for your liver to process that fat out of your bloodstream. And so pork is one that I would recommend staying away from for the next 6 days if you are going to be eating animal fats. Then also other animal fats, it usually takes between 3 and 6 hours for that. So if you have some type of animal fat and you're eating that with, a healthy thing like an apple, that glucose is not going to be used or utilized like it would be if you were waiting to have that fat processed out of your body. And then if it's plant fat, so if you're eating avocados or coconut oil, that we call those healthier fats, your liver still has to process it. And so if we're doing a detox, you'll see on the up level day, so there's the everyday, just anyone can do. If you're up leveling this, then we're recommending that you don't eat fat until noon. So if you have some fat with your dinner, you're not eating any more fat until noon, that it will really give your body the opportunity to cleanse. So that, just some recommendations there as far as we're wanting to up level our fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, reducing gluten, dairy, eggs, lamb, pork products, and canola oil as much as possible. So that would just be your everyday thing that most people can do. Now, if you're wanting to up level it, then we're adding celery juice. You'll see in the ebook, we want to add the celery juice in there. There's mineral salts in celery juice that our livers need to thrive. And so you can take a look at that. If you don't have a juicer, I recommend borrowing one for the week and getting your celery juice if you're wanting to up level, right? So this is the next level. And then also that up level is not having those fats before noon in your diet. And then if you're up leveling, you're avoiding. So you are not having gluten, you're not having dairy, eggs, lamb, pork, or canola oil. And then if you want to supercharge this, for those who are using essential oils, so in our essential oil group, those on Instagram, this might be new to you, but there are some great protocols that are listed in the ebook that you can use that will support this detox. So adding lemon to your water, diffusing On Guard, and boosting your immune system, it helps to take some of that stress off your liver, which it has a natural immune system built in, but the immune boosting properties of the On Guard blend are phenomenal. Also, Melissa is a great one that you could add to that. Also, drinking citrus oils throughout the day. So that could be lemon, lime, or grapefruit, or pink pepper and green mandarin together are phenomenal, especially if you are wanting to address like weight and have that weight release. Those are great oils for that. For breakfast, for those who are using the supplements, you're using your Lifelong Vitality and Terrazyme, and then 2 drops of frankincense under your tongue. And then with lunch, your Terrazyme, and then dinner, the Lifelong Vitality and Terrazyme. And then diffusing before bed, because getting enough rest is really important during this detox period. Exercise is a great way to promote detox, natural detox. So I'm not saying not to exercise, but making sure that you're getting that 7 to 8 hours of really good sleep is really important for your body to be able to process and detoxify during the night, right? And so using your lavender or your serenity before bed, if you're diffusing that I'd recommend that you really be adamant about your schedule and getting enough rest. And then 1 to 2 times this week that you'll be doing a detox bath. So getting out your Epsom salts and using lavender and melaleuca, or if you have other favorites, that you're making time for yourself to do the detox bath and to rest and relax. And then also any other oils that you might need as things come up with mood oils, digestive issues, pain, stress oils. If you're familiar with oils, you're in the Facebook group, you know what those are. If you're new to oils, you can reach out to me as far as what would you use for different things. There's a prep checklist in here. Watching this overview, a shopping list depending on which level that you're doing. So you're going to need 6 lemons and 12 very red apples. The redder, the better. That red on that apple are some of the things that are signs of the apples that you're going to want to be consuming during this cleanse. So the shopping list is all there. And like I said, if you don't have a juicer and you're wanting to do the celery juice, there's no scientific studies that have shown that it's healing. However, millions of people are seeing the benefits of drinking celery juice. And so celery juice is best not add anything to it, that your liver will be able to utilize the nutrients, the mineral salts that are in the celery juice better if you're just drinking it alone and you're not drinking it especially with fat or within that time frame with fat. This is one that I would say do it. If you had to borrow a juicer, go buy a juicer, that you start implementing the celery juice within your diet. You might borrow a blender, a food processor if you're wanting to make that apple sauce. So that's all listed in the ebook, and then there's some great recipes from the Medical Medium. I just grabbed them from the website because there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, salads, desserts, juices, and smoothies. They're super simple to make and they comply with these kind of guidelines here. But you might already have certain recipes that you love and want to use. And so if nutrition, if the food aspect is hard for you, as far as maybe you have, like me, I have 6 kids, and if I'm just doing this and I have to make meals for them and it complicates it to a point that you're not going to do it, then don't worry so much about that on this round. We will do this every 6 months, and so you can up level it the next time. And so just making sure that you're deciding for yourself which level of play you want to play. Some other things that I did want to bring up, and I'm trying to find, if we're talking about anti-aging, there's a lot of things that happen to our bodies. Like if you're younger than 30, you don't get this. But if you're in your 30s, 40s, or beyond, you've probably recognized that things change for you, that you can't eat the same things, that stuff starts happening to your body. These mystery things start occurring, and you're kind of on this hunt to like, I want to take care of my body. I want to feel good. I want to have enough energy. I want to be able to do the things that I love, right? And so one of those things that gets neglected is our liver, that is constantly working, and it gets to a point where now you start seeing imbalances in your body. And so this is a way to gently detox your body and give it a break, and to help it to be strengthened so that you don't see those mystery things come gliding into your space. Yeah, Brandy, yeah, you get it, right? That things start coming up. So the best anti-aging thing is not something that you're going to put on your body, although there's great things that support that. The best thing you do for anti-aging is to support your body internally. And one of those things is supporting your liver. That you will start seeing better skin, clearer skin. You'll see mental fog go away. You will see more energy, that fatigue dropping off. just some of those things that have probably creeped up there might be extra weight. You'll see those things dissipating, and not being afraid of the sugar, because your liver needs sugar to function. So it is a falsity that we need to stay away from sugar, that all sugar is sugar and sugar is bad, that our bodies do need that sugar. It's hard on our bodies when we're combining it with fat, which often is what we do, is that we have those fats that are combined with the sugar, and that's when the havoc gets wreaked. There was one other thing I wanted to share. I had a little note in here, is that, well, maybe I'll just pass on that. Okay, so as far as the ebook, it is there, has the recipes. If you have questions about it, there is a section in the ebook that talks about kind of what to expect during the detox, because sometimes people will have detox symptoms and then also flare-up symptoms. So detox symptoms usually are things like headaches, fatigue, diarrhea, loose stool, bloating, gas. You might have aches or pains, moodiness, irritability, itchy skin, or rashes. Know that these are normal symptoms of detox. And if you have been cleansing periodically, you may not experience any of these. But if you do, know that one of your key things is to drink plenty of water. That lemon water, lemon oil in your water. You could add a little bit of raw honey in there, or use limes or tangerines, or the essential oils of those forms. But stay hydrated. That water is going to help to flush out those toxins. It's going to help to your body to perform the functions that it needs to. So making sure that you're staying hydrated. Also, for those who have oils, that you're using those oils to minimize the symptoms, right? So if you're getting a headache, instead of reaching for the Tylenol, that you're reaching for your peppermint or your past tense, because those toxins from pharmaceuticals are also harmful and hard on our organs. They might help with a symptom, but it might cause a larger problem. So as much as possible, trying to stay away from those, little things here and there. Of course, if you're on prescription medication, don't be going off of that. You need to consult your doctor, because that is a process of weaning off of those things if that's what your goal is. But as far as these things that come up with digestive issues or skin, use your oils. They work really, really well, and they're not going to create a toxic load on your body. Also, what can help is eating cooked foods like potatoes and vegetables. They'll slow down the detox. So if you're detoxing too quickly, or if you've never done this before, you might experience these things. But adding a potato or something like that will help to slow it down, so it's not so quick. And then also, like I said, with rest, just make sure that you're getting enough rest, taking it slow and easy. It's still fine to be exercising. That sweating and getting your heart rate up, all of that is good for detox. But making sure that you take enough time to rest, and if you're feeling like you just need to go take a walk or take that detox bath, it can be really helpful. Flare-up symptoms are things that you might have had an issue with in the past that seem to be coming back and getting or worsening, right? So if you have some type of chronic illness or issue that has been kind of minimized, you might see a flare-up of that, and there are tips for that. And also know that you can reach out to me as well if you need support with that. Also, if you have any other things that come up as far as eating or nutritionally, I have additional essential oil supports in the ebook that will help you to kind of navigate that. So if you are craving that candy bar and you're not wanting to eat it, that coriander is a great essential oil for that. Peppermint's a great essential oil for that. If you have certain addictions to food, social media, negative habits, caffeine, processed foods, that there's specific oils that are listed in there that will help to minimize those. And I would recommend diffusing. If you don't have a diffuser, if you don't have several diffusers, that I would recommend getting a diffuser, because it's really easy to be able to add those oils into your diffuser and be a preventative type solution for these things that you might already know will come up. And then in addition, there's other resources there. If you're having kind of that mental resistance to detoxing, things may come up. Negative emotions, old destructive behaviors, patterns might start showing up, there's oils that are good for that. Like black pepper helps to eliminate negative thinking. So if that's something that you feel keeps coming up, diffusing black pepper or putting some black pepper in some of the recipes that you have can be super helpful. And I will let you read the rest of this because it's already been 20 minutes. And so know that that's there for those who are on Instagram. I'll put the ebook up in the profile links that you can have access to that. Those who are on Facebook, if you have questions, comments, go ahead and post those. I'm going to pop off here, Instagram.